Good afternoon, Apine Horsemanship. Yes, before you guys all say it, I'm wearing the same shirt because I have a job interview tomorrow, and so I'm taking a shower here in a little bit, so I didn't want to waste a clean shirt just for the day, so I'm going to take a shower tonight, but I didn't want to waste a clean shirt just for one day. I normally like to use them a couple days in a row so I don't dirty my clothes super quickly. So, today I'm going to be eating and talking to you guys. I want to know, and go ahead and leave in the comments down below, I want to know how you guys prepared for your horse. Financially. Sorry, my cat's hunting my other cat. Financially, how you prepared for it. My plan, I've talked to the owner of Rose and Skyla, the one that's going to give me Shania, Skyla's mom. And, I've talked to him, and I don't want Shania here until I've had my job for a year. What sucks about that is she'll be 16 and a half by the time that happens. But you know what? She's not that old at 16 and a half. For any of you who've seen my tribute videos, Fraser's 36, and I can still go out and ride him. So, I mean, does that mean Shania's going to be like that? No. But I want to get her vet checked and possibly breed her because I do want to raise a foal from the beginning. Train it from the beginning. Rylan, no. Psst. From the beginning to the end, and have a horse from the day it's born until the day it dies, you know? But I'm sorry. It terrifies me at the same time. Because I've seen a lot of people I know, they go out and buy a horse thinking they can afford it. Like 2 months later, they have to sell it because they can't afford it. And then they never buy another horse because they're afraid it's going to happen every single time. So my plan, and I've never bought a horse. My grandparents have always bought me horses. My plan is to have a job for a year. Obviously, I can't put my whole paycheck in my savings account for the year because I still live with my parents because I'm afraid to live alone in town. And in town, I have nowhere to put the horses either. So I'm going to be paying my mom rent, which is going to help her out a lot. And I'm going to be buying dog food and stuff for my dogs, which is going to help her. I'm pretty much going to be paying for my own stuff while I live here. So it's pretty much my own little apartment. So if I could put my whole paycheck down every month for a year, obviously I'd save faster, but I can't do that. My phone bill is $50 a month, well, $45.75 a month. Sorry, my dog's inching closer to my food. Why they quit? So I have to pay that. My car insurance is $120 because I'm not 25 yet. It's $120 or $140. And I've got 3 cats. I've got 2 dogs to take care of. So I plan on having 2 separate bank accounts with 2 separate credit cards and having a savings account. I'm not sure. I know they have a savings account that if you break open and do it after a certain amount of time before your time that you set on it is up, you get feed. But I don't know if there's a savings card. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a savings account in Oregon, USA, United States, or not, I cannot talk today, the Grand Oregon? Is there one that you can add money into, but it still continues to grow? I know there's one that if you add, sorry, my cats are fighting. I know there's one that if you add money into it, sorry, I had to fix their shelf. They have a shelf that goes up to their cat food. So they knocked it down when they jumped. Anyways, is there one that I know you can add it into, but if you add it into it, does that break your trust fund or, man, I cannot talk today, whatever you call it, your bank account that grows, savings account, if you add money into it, doesn't that stop it? Like if you add money every month, doesn't that break it open? I know there's a couple of banks in town that if you add money into it, it breaks it open and it doesn't work as a savings account anymore. And I'm sorry if I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's because I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to ask. So, sorry. Just take a bite. So my plan is to put, if it's possible, half of my check every month. Or if I get 2 checks a month, some jobs do that here, I would keep one for bills and then keep one to go in my bank account. If it is possible, I want to put half of my paycheck into a savings account every month to have it grow. But I don't want to have 12 different savings accounts for a year. You know what I mean? So, Ryland, I'm right here. So I'm just curious how you guys prepare for your horses. My other plan is to, we have that big barn where you've seen, I don't know if you guys seen them. Did you? No, I don't think you guys did. So I will have to figure out, I have some videos of Rose and Skyla from the very, very beginning on my laptop, but I'm not sure how to transfer it to my phone because my phone is the Galaxy Galaxy Note 5. So it cannot take an SD or a SIM card. So I'm not sure how to transfer that to that besides holding my phone and filming it like I had to do with Frasier. Anyways, in our big barn, we have 8 stalls. Normally, on 2 or 3 stalls, we could fit 4 tons of hay. So my other plan is, and our barn doesn't leak, and I know that because we had the girls in there in the winter last year, the year before, and we had them in stalls, obviously, because you couldn't get close to them, you couldn't touch them. So that was kind of our little workspace to get a hold of them, and then we took them out and worked them, obviously, in the alleyway. There's no leaks anywhere. There's a couple boards that need patched up. Easy job. And we have pallets so that they don't sit on the floor and rot. So in about 4 stalls, you can hold, I think it was 4 ton. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my grandparents when they get back home. But point is, we have 8 stalls in an alleyway long enough for a truck and a hay trailer. And then a couple of little 4-wheelers and motorcycles behind it. That's how big our alleyway is. So my other plan is to, we have some storage in the barn, move everything to the opposite side of the box stalls, and then use 4 stalls and then half the alleyway because you have to be able to get in and out to get the hay, and fill it as much as I can full of hay so that if I do run out of money, 1 horse, maybe 2 if I breed. I haven't decided yet. That all depends on the vet check and how much everything costs and things like that. Because I've never bred my own horse either. And I forgot to say. Oh, if I happen to lose my job or something like that happens, I want to have money saved up and hay saved up so I don't have to panic that, I have to sell my horse now because I don't have a job and I'm out of hay and I'm out of money. And my grandparents and my parents can't afford it. Otherwise, we'd have 20 horses like we used to. There was one time we had 20 mares. Most of them were pregnant or had foals by their side. And we had this 15 acres and they were all over it. And every day I would go out and rub all over the babies and teach them how to halter lead and trailer train. And that's kind of where I kind of started liking to train horses. And funny story, actually, I was 17 or 18, I think, maybe 16 when we had those horses. And this baby, I was trying to teach it to turn her butt, and she was a weanling, or not a weanling, she wasn't even a weanling yet. I was just trying to teach her to yield her butt, because having that many horses out in a big field, when they don't want to be caught, some of them are like Rose, and they can snake you and be little shits. So we kind of wanted to teach them how to yield their butt away, so that if it got to be too much, too many horses snaking you or running at you, you can kind of look at their butt and they're like, oh, okay, I need to move. So I was trying to teach that, and I was out there by myself. And the way that I taught that is the way I taught Skyla and Rose. I took the lead line, clipped it to the halter, walked, and they were already trained to where we could walk behind them and rub on their butt. You walk behind them, and you put the rope slightly on their butt, and then you walk on the other side, and the rope's not long enough to reach her on the entire other side, and you just kind of pull a little bit until they start to move. They start to move, you obviously release and give reward, because they're so young, they need a lot of reward, a lot of reinsurance. I don't know what was wrong with this baby that day, but I went behind. The rope hadn't even tightened or touched her butt yet, and she kicked me square in the kneecap. And I was out of PE in school for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because of how swollen and black my knee was. And literally, the hook print went right around my knee perfectly, almost like that video of the guy getting kicked in the groin that just came out. Well, I called the baby a little shit-faced bitch. I didn't think anything of it, and obviously it was in the round pen right here, so you guys have seen the other 2 pastures that are connected to the round pen. That used to be one whole pasture. So the mare was running, obviously, around the edge of the round pen, whinny into her baby. Didn't think anything of it. Got pissed off, so I unclipped the rope, unclipped the halter, took it off, put it up, opened the gate for Mama to come in. And it's like she knew that I had insulted her child. She pinned her ears and kicked at me at the same leg and barely missed. I don't think she was aiming for the same leg, but isn't that freaking ironic? Like, by the time I walked back to the barn, put everything up, came back, let Mama in, it's like she knew, oh my God, you called my kid this. You're a bitch. And then, like, kicked at me. But I don't know. I just want to know how you guys planned for your horse. Because I don't want to be the person that is thinking that they have enough money and then they get the horse and then they can't afford it after 2 or 3 months. That's the other reason I'm applying for a statewide job. Being an in-home caregiver, because minimum wage here right now, as far as I know, is $10.75, and it's supposed to go up to $11. But from what I've heard from a couple of people I know that work in that same job, they pay $4 to $5 more than the minimum wage because it's a state job. So I'd be getting $14.50 or $15 an hour. And so I just don't know. How did you guys prepare? Can you share the video so I can get other opinions too? Like I said, my only plan is to and I have to find somebody who delivers hay too, because our hay trailer has some busted wires. And our truck, we don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm not factoring in the cost of a truck and trailer because he said he'd bring... Oh, I just dropped noodles. Here, guys. You got lucky. I just spilled spaghetti sauce all over my pants. Here, Riley. Lick my hand. I'm not factoring in the cost of a truck and trailer yet. So, I don't know. He said he would truck her in for me. But then there's the thing of, if a vet needs to come, it's going to cost more because they have to come out 12 miles, 13 miles. So I know I have to factor that in. I don't want to buy a used truck because I bought my used car 2 years ago and I've already put $6 or $7 grand into it, and my mom has put $2 or $3 grand into it. But then I'm afraid to buy new because everybody's telling me all the problems that they're having with their new trucks. It's like, what do I do, you know? So, for the truck and trailer, I mean, that can wait. She doesn't have to be ridden off property. Riley, stop. Annabelle, quit. She doesn't have to be ridden off of property and taken into town. I don't really do trail rides. I'm more of an arena type of person. So my plan is, like I said, just to stock up on hay as much as I can, have it delivered. Annabelle! Riley! No! Sorry, they like to lick holes in my blanket, and I don't know why. Knock it off. So my plan is to stock up on hay as much as I can, and then save money on a separate account, and have 2 different accounts with 2 different credit cards so that I don't spend my horse's money. So I don't know. I think that's the only way to really prepare. And I don't know, is a year long enough? How much money did you guys save? I don't want to jump feet first in and then have to sell my horse. You know, I'd like to have at least 2 or 3 to keep each other company, and for the fact of, like, the girls and Boog, you know, Skyla and Boog had those lumps on them. They couldn't be ridden. Rose was the only one that could be ridden. Last year, Rose was limping. Skyla was the only one that could be ridden. And then as soon as Rose got better, Skyla started limping. Because, you know, the grounds out here are different. So, they're different. There's some soft spots. There's some really rocky, hard spots. Riley, stop. So, the ground's different. I think that had something to do with it. I think a couple of them were abscesses and a couple of them were stone bruises. Rose was on stall rest for 3 months. And then the owners were finally like, oh, we'll take her to the vet. And then the next day she was fine, of course. So how much did you guys save up before you got your horse? What other things can I do to prepare? I already have a property I can put it on. I already have all this tack. I just need a truck, trailer, hay, the horse. I have a vet. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. She's been on senior grain her whole life. I don't know why these guys like to feed their young horses senior grain. They're not hard keepers at all. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I missed. That's my plan. If you guys think that'll work, let me know down in the comments. If you guys think it won't work, let me know in the comments. Just let me know what you did to prepare and save for your first horse. Or did you just jump feet first in? So yeah, that's the little video for today. I'm planning, doesn't mean it's going to happen. I am planning to do a video. Riley! Sorry. I am planning to do a video with Boog today. I want to connect the sprayer to the hose. As you guys seen in my last video, I lost my temper a little bit, but it was just jerking on him a couple times. And instead of going up and taking it away, I kind of just held it there until he stood there. So it's not a problem. You can change up your routine sometimes just to kind of mix it up, see what works, see what doesn't. All horses are different. So I want him to get used to the sprayer because it's got, I think, 6 or 7 different settings. 2 of them I know I can't use because they're way too harsh. I mean, I use it on flowers on the ground and it drills a hole into the ground. They're way too harsh. So 2 of them I won't use. I need to write down what 2 those are too, so. But I plan on doing a video. It might go up tomorrow because I've been uploading 2 at a time. So it might go up tomorrow after my face-to-face meeting. It's not even called an interview tomorrow. It's called a face-to-face meeting, and then they decide if they want to interview. That's kind of strange. You'd think it'd be an interview. But anyways, I gotta find if you guys know a good hay delivery and pickup guy in the Grand Oregon that doesn't charge a shit ton, let me know. If you guys are even from here. So, I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to eat my spaghetti. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share and subscribe and like. And please, 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 I know I always say it, leave a comment. I really need to know what you guys did to prepare so I can kind of prepare myself. So, I don't want to have to sell her. I don't want to have to breed her and then crap, I'm out of hay, I'm out of money, I'm out of a job. If something happens, you know, because life happens. And then I have to sell a pregnant mare that I don't want to sell. So, anyways, let me know down in the comments. And I'm going to shut up and eat now because I think I repeated 3 or 4 things like 10 times because I got up an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, and I can't even think right now. So, yeah. See you guys in my next video. Bye.